I started this sourdough. I think I'm on day 5 and I'm so excited, you guys. So I have to discard half of this right now and then redo it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm so freaking excited to make sourdough bread. I'm on day 5, so I have 2 more days after this to do it, and I actually have to bring this to work with me. Am I on day 5 or 4? What day is it? Monday. Okay, no, I'm on day 4. But day 5 or day 6 and 7, I have to do it every 12 hours. So I'm gonna literally have to bring this to work with me. I think I'm actually gonna transfer it into a jar now because it's getting kind of bigger, which is a good sign. It means I'm doing things right. But I gotta go ahead and redo that right now. Okay, I transferred it to this jar. The reason I didn't start it in this jar is because it's kind of hard to mix it in here, but that's okay. It's getting so big that I need to transfer it into something bigger. So I'm on day 4 and it's already up to here. So I'm very excited to see how it turns out, you guys. As soon as day 7 hits, I will be making some bread after work. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm gonna have to bring this to work. That is so embarrassing, but I'm gonna have to walk into work with this. But that's okay. You know what? People can judge me. I have to make sure this is made properly. We're just gonna let the little sourdough baby sit right there. Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm just boiling some eggs right now. I like to boil like 6 at a time so that I have boiled eggs in the morning to eat, but I ate the last ones yesterday and I didn't boil any last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil, I think, the rest of this carton, honestly, because there's 7 in here. I have gotten my boiled eggs down to a freaking T, to the point where they peel so nice and smooth. It's so satisfying. So I boil the water first, if anyone's curious. I boil the water and then I add the eggs, and then I let them boil in the water for 12 minutes. And then I remove them and put them in a bowl or whatever with some ice and cold water for about 2 minutes or so, and they turn out perfect every single time. It took me a while to get them to the point where like they peeled nicely, because it sucks when you go to peel your boiled eggs and it's just like a giant mess and they break, but 12 minutes seems to be the perfect amount. And always let the water boil before you put the eggs in, rather than putting them in first and then having it boil. Also, first step, gotta turn the stove on. I forgot to do that. Hi, little miss. Yeah. You went up. We have a little miss. Want to say hi? Yeah. See, your camera's right there. Hi. One thing I really need to do today is organize a part of my kitchen. I have been baking a ton lately, you guys, and I've been loving it, but my baking cupboard just doesn't make sense where it is. I can't really reach it, so I need to rearrange some stuff to make it make more sense. Currently, all my baking stuff is up high in this cupboard. When I moved in here, this is just where I put it. And I have to grab a stool or a chair to get all this stuff. So it just doesn't really make sense. So what I'm going to do is move all the appliances that are in here. I have a bread maker under there that I literally never use because I like to make bread in the oven. I've got 2 crock pots, a mini one and a large one. And then I have some baking stuff already in here and some rice. So I'm gonna move this stuff up there in hope that I can fit all this in the other cupboard. My granny also gave me a bunch of stuff to bake with yesterday when I was at her house, so I need to make space for that. So I'm hoping this works out in my favor. I absolutely love baking and I want it to be more convenient. So if I have all my stuff in here, it'd be a little bit easier. I would really like it to be in this cupboard because I have my mixer right here, but I don't know what I would do with the dishes. So I'm gonna just have to leave that how it is and have them in the lower cupboard, which is fine. I made a whole bunch of banana waffles for the kids and froze them instead of buying Eggo waffles, because I was buying those so much and there's so many bad things in those. So I'm trying to do is replace everything that, like, bakery wise, that I would have bought from the store and start making it. I made a whole bunch of muffins. If you guys didn't see my last vlog or the one before that, I don't know at this moment. I made blueberry muffins from scratch for the first time ever, and then I did the exact same recipe with raspberries, and they turned out so freaking good. I've made a whole bunch of bread. I have some in the freezer. I actually had to just pull a loaf out yesterday because we went through it so quickly. My son loves it, which is amazing because he's super picky with bread and he loves my bread, which makes me so happy. And then I'm doing the sourdough starter so I can make sourdough bread, and I have just been loving homemaking everything. I've been meaning to make a soup lately, but I haven't got any vegetables lately, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to do that. Perfect peel. Like, look how smooth that comes off. And I'm a little odd and like to just have boiled eggs with sriracha mayo, but if you like sriracha mayo and you like eggs, this is a really good combination. And I just load it up. Yes, please. So freaking good. I love having like fresh boiled eggs because they're still warm. I boil them ahead of time so that I have eggs to eat in the morning without having to actually like boil them, but they're so much better when they're actually warm. I'm gonna start by taking everything out of this cupboard and then everything out of that cupboard, and then we'll see what I can do here. I'm also gonna wipe these cupboards because I don't even know the last time I did that. I am regretting my life decisions at this moment. This is insane, and I still have a whole nother bag in the car full of baking stuff that I got from my granny yesterday, and I gotta fit it all in here. So my first task is going through this stuff and seeing, because I know there's a few things in here that are expired, and then I also want to put a few things in jars just to make it easier and look a little bit cleaner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick as possible, and then I will attempt to put everything in. But first I need to see if these are even going to fit up there somehow. I don't know, I gotta do some rearranging. I need to keep the cups in here because I don't know where else I'm gonna put them. And then I'm gonna put the bread maker in storage because I'm not even using it. But first things first, let's deal with this disaster. You do? They're your favorite shape?
Yeah. This one. This way. This way.
Okay, I had to keep the crock pot in here because it did not fit in the top cupboard, but it fits nicely in the back there and still lots of space in here. So I've got the bigger containers of flour down here, extra sugar, random like things that I don't even have, I don't really have it categorized, but just random things I don't use often. Food coloring, sweeteners and stuff, salt, sugar, brown sugar, my baking powders and baking sodas, some extra stuff in the back. Now I need to find space for all this stuff. This is what I got from my granny yesterday. She gave me a bunch of baking stuff that she's not using anymore, so I'm gonna shove that in there. I grabbed a bunch of cakes. I don't even know what I need these for, but I figured they were good to have for recipes or any birthdays or anything coming up. We've got cakes on hand. It's always good to have those when you have kids in the house, or even for just a rainy day that we felt like making something super easy and super quick. So I've got a bunch of cakes, some honey grams. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but she didn't need it, so I figured I would just take the stuff and find something to make with them. Some lemon pie filling, some cornstarch, which I don't have, so that's really nice. More baking powder, definitely use a lot of that. Some more icing sugar. We've got some butterscotch chips, some more brown sugar, which is awesome because I love using this in my recipes. Some bread booster, which I've never tried before, so I might try that next time I do bread. And then a whole whack load of muffin or cupcake inserts. Like I said, make my own muffins now, so I need these all the time. So let's put this in here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights.
That is so much better and way more accessible. I do really wish it was in this cupboard right beside my baking counter, but this is much better than having it way the heck up there where I have to get a chair every time I want to bake. So now I can just go in here and grab what I need. Love that for me. I guarantee there's going to come a point where I'm going to swap the kitchen around again because that's just how I am, but for now, this works much better. I just hopped in the car to run some errands. My stepdad is with the kids right now. I'm gonna pick up my mom on the way back from work because she wants to visit with the kids. But first I need to go run some errands. I have to go pick up my son's inhalers, refills, and then I have to renew my insurance and I have to return some boots. So we're gonna go do that, and then I have a few things I need to pick up from the store as well. It just started to snow, so I need to get this done as fast as I possibly can and hope that it doesn't snow and stick to the roads because my vehicle is no bueno for snow right now. But I'm just gonna run out and do that. I just wanted to update you guys real quickly because after I cleaned out that cupboard, I didn't really pick up the camera at all. I didn't really do a whole lot. Anyways, I'm gonna go run these errands. Okay, I got home a while ago. It is now 8 o'clock. Both my kids are asleep. I got home quite a while ago. We had dinner. My parents came over for a little bit to see the kids because they go to their dad's tomorrow. So they wanted to have a little visit with them before they leave. And I got pretty much everything that I needed to do out accomplished except for picking up my son's prescription. If you are new to my channel, he has like very mild asthma that gets triggered by certain things, like when he's sick, when he's out in the cold weather, when he is running around. Certain things trigger like allergies to pets and certain scents and stuff, so he needs to have those on hand, and we're almost out. It's not like a huge deal. He doesn't need them like every day constantly, but I had a call with my doctor this morning and she said she sent the prescription over to our pharmacy, and I went there and it wasn't there yet, so I don't know if she just didn't send it right away or... Anyways, regardless, it wasn't there, so it was out of my control, so I didn't pick that up, but I did renew my insurance. I did pick up everything I needed from the store. I have a problem, you guys. I can't stop baking things. It's an addiction at this point, but I love doing it. It makes me so happy. So since the kiddos are asleep, I am going to get my trusty apron out here and go ahead and bake some peanut butter banana, like granola bar type things. Peanut butter banana oat bars is what they're called. So I have all the ingredients out. I only had to grab a few things from the store for them that I did not have. Everything is sitting back here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make those to end the night off. First, I'm just going to preheat my oven really quick. So you need some baking powder, salt, bananas, oats, unsweetened almond milk, brown sugar, cinnamon, unsweetened applesauce, semi-sweet or dark chocolate is what I got, chocolate chips, vanilla extract, and crunchy or smooth peanut butter. I'm using crunchy because my son loves smooth peanut butter and he eats a lot of it, so I'm going to use the one that's not getting eaten. Use that up in these bars because I'm planning on making these bars with the intentions of bringing them to work as a little snack, or even just throughout the day when I have the kids. So we're going to go ahead and measure everything out and throw it in this bowl, starting with the bananas. Obviously, when it comes to baking, ripe bananas are always the best. Gonna smash those up. These already look so good and smell so good, and I can just tell they're right up my alley for a quick, healthy little snack. I know they're not the healthiest. They are definitely healthier than some other things I could opt for. I actually went with honey instead of the vanilla extract. I don't know why, my mind switched, and I've never made this before, but I felt like it wasn't gonna matter that much, so we will see how they turn out. But I'm just very much a honey person. And I felt like it was a little bit healthier than the vanilla extract because I do not have a very good one. I have a very cheap brand. So we're gonna pop these in the oven though because the oven is preheated, and see how these turn out. And I'm very excited to try them. And they go in at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. So we're gonna put a timer on here. And I'm gonna go with 25 to start, and then we'll see. This smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it through the camera. Oh my goodness, that little bit of cinnamon I put in. Oh my gosh, it smells so freaking good. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna try a little piece of it because it smells so good and I want to know right now. Okay, so I just read the recipe and it says to let them chill for 30 to 60 minutes and then put them in the fridge for an hour. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to do that, but I just really want to try a piece of it and I want to let you guys know how they turned out. So I'm going to go against the recipe for just a little tiny piece of it because I just need to know. And they're not going to be the same texture as they should be, but other than that, like the taste of them, look at that. This is going to be such a good little snack to have. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love when I bake things and it turns out so good. 2 thumbs up. Wow, that's good. It's really good warm, actually. I'm kind of glad I tried it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and let it cool now. I've seriously been absolutely love baking lately, and I've always loved it. Like for so long I've loved baking, but I haven't done it in a while, and now I'm just finally in the groove of constantly baking, and I love it. Something about it just does good things for my mental health. So I have been loving finding new recipes. So if you guys have any baking recipes, leave them down below. I would love to try out new things. I'm trying to look for more healthier options, snack wise, and then I'm of course making breads and muffins and waffles for the rest of my life. I love making them. They last a lot longer. I made a whole bunch of waffles and froze them, and a whole bunch of muffins and froze them for the kids, so that I'm not constantly going back to the store and buying more. I feel like I was constantly buying Eggo waffles and packs of muffins because they would go through them so much, because it's like two of their favorite things to eat. And also, not only that, there's so many just added preservatives and bad things in them that they have at the store. So just having them on hand is nice, and they last so much longer because you can get so much more out of making them rather than buying them. Because a pack of 6 muffins would last 3 days with my 2 kids, because they each have one 3 days in a row. That's it, we're done the muffins. Pack of waffles we go through in like 5 days. And so yeah, this is a much better way of living. I want to try and slowly wean out buying as much as I can and making as much as I can. I make soups, I make breads, I make waffles, I make muffins. I'm gonna probably make these bars over and over again because they're a really good snack. And we'll see what else I get up to. But if you guys have any baking ideas, please leave them down below for me. I would love to try them out. That being said, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I know I didn't do a ton today. I hope I got enough footage. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It would mean the world to me. I am almost at 500 subscribers, and I am so excited to reach that milestone. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed, and I will chat with you in my next vlog. Bye,
I wanna
guys.
do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come alive.